Hey guys, this is Whitney from the blog Trying to Mom Jobs, and today I want to share some of my results from Carly's ebook Pinteresting Strategies. I can never say that right. And my account is just blowing up, so I just want to show you what my pinning strategy is now from using her the strategies in her ebook, and just show you how great it's been working for my account. So right now you can see that I have 1.9 million monthly viewers. When I did a video, I think a while ago, I think it was either at 1.8 or 1.7. So I've been doing okay, but it's just going a lot better recently because of the new changes that Pinterest has implemented and just following her new strategy. And it's just been working great for me. So this is what I've been doing. So you can see some of my numbers, like 1.9 thousand people have clicked on just this pin right here. Another pin here, 1.6 thousand, another one, 1.2 thousand, and that's all just in the past week that I've gotten. So I want to show you what I've been doing to get this much traffic, and I did a video on how I actually create my pins. So you can definitely reference that when you want to learn how to create pins. And then I also talk about the boards, and because that's all important in doing well on Pinterest. So you have to understand like the whole process. You have to be able to have to create good clickable pins. You have to have good boards that you pin your pins to, which I have some really good boards that are doing really well for me. And you also want to be able to like understand how to pin. And that's what I'm going to show you today. So let's go ahead and get started. So I recently did a pin in Canva, and I did a video on how I do them in PowerPoint, but I recently got a new computer and it does not have PowerPoint in it. So I had to revert back to going to Canva just for the sake of trying to get some pins out quickly before I get PowerPoint back on my computer. And I love Canva too. So I love PowerPoint and Canva. They work just as well. So let me show you an example of how I pin. And I do not use Tailwind anymore. With this new strategy, there's no need for Tailwind. I definitely used to always promote it, but now with what's going on, I don't need it. So this is how I schedule my pins. I'm going to go to click here for schedule pins and go to new schedule pin. I'm going to upload this pin right here that I just did. And I'm going to show you how I schedule my pins out. Put the URL in there, and then I'm going to go right here where it says publish at a later date. This is how you schedule your pins directly from Pinterest. So you have to put in what date you want to schedule this for. And let's just go ahead and put this in for, what's today? Oh yeah, definitely not today. Friday is my lowest traffic day. So I want to do this for at 8 o'clock and maybe around like 10 a.m. And I'm going to show you on my phone how I actually manually pin since I no longer use Tailwind. So I'm going to, all right, so it's 10 o'clock, and then I'm going to schedule this to the board that I'm going to pin this to. So I go down to my board, Frugal Living Tips, or Frugal Living, we'll just say Frugal Living. And then it's scheduled. So pin scheduled to publish on Saturday at 10 a.m. So now you can see it that it's in my queue for my scheduled pins. And usually I just kind of take a day and do my pins for the when you schedule on Pinterest, just so you know, you only have can schedule up to 2 weeks. So I schedule 3 pins for each day to my highest performing boards. And real quick, I'll show you how to find out your highest performing boards. Just go to Analytics, Overview. Now this is only if you've been pinning for a little bit, so you can actually see what are your highest performing boards. So I'll go here and it says top boards, to scroll down a little bit, and I just care about link clicks because I want people clicking to my website, so I want to know what boards do the best. So it says my side hustle board, work from home ideas, and looks like small business. So I'm going to pin to these boards for my 3 top pins for each day. I pin 1 pin to this board, another pin to this board, and then another pin to this board. So I'm going to just pin those 3 pins to my top boards every single day. It'll be a different pin to an article on my top boards. And I'm going to show you how I rotate my pins to my other board directly from my phone. Okay, so this is how I pin from my phone. So I'm going to go to my little profile right here, and I pin by going to this button right here where you see the 9, and then I go where it says updates. And this is how I manually pin. So right here, I can see people who have pinned my pins. So I'm going to go into that. And if I want to repin this pin, I can just click on financial freedom, which is Krista Lee This is her account that she pinned my pin, and I want to repin that pin without Pinterest saying that I'm actually pinning my own pin. So it looks like I'm repinning a pin that Krista Lee had pinned to her board. So the way that I do this is basically this is my pin right here. I'm already in Krista Lee's financial freedom board. So I'm going to go in her board, click on my pin, and I am going to save that to another pin of another board of mine. So Pinterest is thinks that I am pinning a pin from Krista Lee's board on financial freedom, and I'm going to pin that to another well-performing board of mine, which is the best of tried and true mom jobs. That's just a good board that I have. And that's pretty much it. So I just keep a mental check on what pins that I've already pinned to a board. And if I don't know if I already did it or not, I'll just go to that board. Like, for example, this board right here is my board, small business. If I question myself, if I uh already pinned a pin to this board, I don't want to pin the same pin to the same board. So I'm going to go and look, and if I haven't pinned the same pin to a board, then I'm going to say, okay, well, I'm going to go back up here and pin a new pin to this board. This is a great example. So when I pin this pin, the notary, let's see what this pin is, how to become a notary and make thousands. I interviewed someone who is a notary and they make thousands of dollars doing it. So that alone, that article has done very well. And 27, I pinned that pin and to my top performing board, work from home ideas, and that quickly got saved to 27 boards right away from other people's accounts. So I could go in any one of these, and I want to be, I don't want to pin it from this board right here because other is not very specific. I want to tell Pinterest that this is about how to make money. So a work from home will be an awesome board to go look into. So I'm going to click on that. This is Amy. I'm not going to even try and say her last name. This is her board, work from home. And I'm going to look in here for my pin, how to become a notary. And then I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to save that because this is from her board. And I just saved it, so I'm not going to do it again. But this would be an example of how I would rotate this pin to another board of mine. And I would probably just do it to my relevant boards, but I would do this only once per day. I'm not gonna continue. I don't want to spam this pin, so I'll only pin this for a couple of days until I just have another pin that I'm gonna rotate. And I do this about 5 times a day. I'm rotating different pins through different boards, and I'll just continue to look to see what's doing well. So let me know if you have any questions on my pinning strategy. If something didn't make sense, I'd love to try and clarify it. And make sure you subscribe and look at my other videos on how I create my pins, how I create my boards, and definitely check out Carly's ebook, Pinteresting Strategies. I'll put the link to the ebook in the description below because it has really helped my account. I was always doing well on Pinterest, but then when Pinterest had all these new changes, my account just pretty much suffered. And I was trying to figure out what could I do to revive my account. And when Carly did this new update with her ebook, Pinteresting Strategies, it really just changed the game and got my account back up and running well. And definitely subscribe because I'm going to do a lot more videos to help you figure out how Pinterest works, how I get traffic on Google, and just how to make money through blogging and other ways. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below.